We've often said water, it tends to get the consciousness and relax the brain, and whether it's raining out, whether you're taking a shower or a bath, washing dishes, whatever, standing next to the washing machine, listening, whatever your little passion is there. It changes the brainwave frequencies, and as soon as the brainwave frequencies lower, they tend to make room for other wanderings and rememberings and imaginings to come in. What we are saying is, when we asked you what your expectations are, you're all expecting a knock, a sign, a doorway, woo, strange, walk right through. We are saying it is very, very subtle, and that you must learn to pay attention to it. Some of your multidimensional contacts may start from your dead relatives or dead friends or someone that you really had good close connection to. You may find yourself hearing them or carrying on a little dialogue or thinking of them. And what we've been teaching, Michael, is this: to look behind the event, to notice these little things, and then to probe them, rather than waiting for them to throw a party for you. You probe them and say, you must show spirit and show these realms that something's going on here. I wonder what's behind this. What else is going on? What other realities are opening? That's your part in it. It is subtle, of course. If it were to wham, kabang you, it would ruin your nervous system. You know, our vehicles periodically mentioned her extraterrestrial encounter that happened to her many years before we met her. In 1980 or some such, she was living in New Mexico, and she had an encounter with extraterrestrial beings, blue ones. Just about blew her out of her body. Do you understand? Our vehicle's very, very, very stable and has tremendous stamina. It's in their genes. Karen has the same. It runs through the family. That is why one of the reasons they chose that family. The incredible stability, stamina to take things on. And still, it fried it. Do you understand? It took her a long time to settle all that down. You tend to think it's a wow, but it is such an assault to the nervous system, because suddenly a reality that you've read about or fantasized about or saw a movie of, it's different when it's right in front of you. This has been part of the temperament that many are working with humanity. There have been experiments over the years. Our vehicle was a co-creator in this, always adventurous, ready to jump first, think later. She told you about Aries. She's Aries rising. And so the spirit sometimes says, yeah, especially when you're younger, I want to do that. And these are initiations. And even though you don't understand it, that was like being a shock absorber for the planet, do you understand? For her to integrate that into her nervous system and live with it, and then be able to explain to people where we are going, because she experienced it. So probe a little, pay more attention, and work to strengthen your nervous system. All right?
Yes, thank you.
And say to yourself, in addition to I am psychic, say to yourself, I live in a multidimensional world. And every day I want to find something in my regular world that opens up to multidimensional living. Make an intention. Set the course instead of waiting for it to happen, all right?
Right.
All of you. Accept that you are multidimensional and invite a safe, gracious, playful, fun, informative, uplifting, multidimensional reminder to come into your life every day and to enrich, and then you can speed it up and ask for more. All right? Mm-hmm. Do you understand how it's working here? That you must set it into motion. You must show a desire. You must show the discipline that you want to do it, and that you can pay attention to things that appear not to be there.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy, you know, but it's the way it goes. There's a fine line. Ooh, it's true. There's a fine line between insanity and genius, and getting out there and understanding and never losing the home station. The insanity often is escapism from trauma. The home station is too filled with some sort of trauma, so a person moves over and they are living in the body, they get possessions, possession runs the body, they lose the home station. Very common. Very common, especially in war veterans. So sorry to say, but so often a big trauma, people come back very damaged from them. The body is not meant to watch blood and gore. The body is not meant to be violated. The only blood that you are given is the blood of a bleeding woman. And that is the sacred blood. All other blood is violation. You follow? Well, we suppose a little pinprick of blood brothers and blood sisters does no harm, but many people have used all kinds of things to do blood rituals, and this has created over time so many problems. So think about the days in which you are living, in the transformation that is occurring, is a accumulation of society's freedom to create and doing lots of stupid things, especially violations to earth and to humanity. And all of this now is coming into, what do they call them when they had them in South Africa, the tellings and the reconciliations and all of this? People came out and they mourned and told all the things that happened. This is what the planet is going to go through, its own pain to a certain degree, to be reborn. Questions?
Michael again.
Yes, Michael.
Just one more. I'm wondering, how are we doing the Hughes? How are we doing with the plan?
Progressing?
Yes.
Well,
A progress report.
You can tell that this weekend you've had a good time, and our vehicles encouraged you to laugh, and so have we, but we've been scurrying you along and emphasizing the importance of getting it done and doing it, yes?
Right. Yes.
And so we have to scurry you along. You are a little lagging now. You are lagging from a little bit of despair, humanity in the collective. The room, you're pretty good, you really are. But the humanity as a collective, because the plates are getting fuller, and they are in event anxiety. They're anticipating things coming, because everyone's potato is much bigger. They know things, but they don't know what they know. Do you understand? So people sense. Their senses are heightened. And they are, in this way, they are more psychic, but it is not developed. They have not focused it. So they are holding back. They're doing a little bit of collapsing, a little bit of holding. And so this is why we are going to encourage all of our students this summer to just really get out there, live freely, do all the things to enhance your spirit. You will make a blueprint in energy, and in the telepathic dream state level you are showing the way. And no matter what, even if you are hesitant, let's say that the people are picking up on all the changes that are going to unfold, particularly in over 3 or 4 moons and then the next 2 years. And so they're afraid, because they don't understand what it is about. That's why if some understand, you can soothe the others. You follow this? You know, when a child senses trauma in the family, or a child goes through something, they're never going to know the whole story. Adults know so much more. And a good adult, a good parent, will comfort the child. They don't have to tell them every detail and explain every this and that. They offer comfort, yes? And security. And this is what you are doing. You don't have to explain every detail to the awakening masses, but you will show a way. And we want you to have good solutions and to be practical and to be able to help people very quickly as you, let's say, enhance your own lives. Questions?
This is Kimberly.
Kimberly, welcome.
I love using art as a vehicle into multidimensionality, and so much of in our society, art's been hijacked by commercialism or
trash
or junk. So can you inspire me with what art could be in the future in contributing to the flowering of consciousness? Because sometimes I feel like I just make objects or pictures and they sit around or they don't really have an impact.
Well, they do have an impact, because you are playing with the field of existence, and even if you were able to be the ultimate master artist of the world in this lifetime, and you painted them all and the public never saw them, you are still you're creating, and you are bringing that into the mass consciousness. Do you understand?